Happy Monday, everybody. I hope you are doing well, that you've had a great week. And wow, the summer temperatures have hit and they are likely here to stay. One of the things that you may consider doing this week, since it is so hot, is just reach out to your client base with a quick message, text, email, whatever, and just say, hey, some summer temperatures are here. Don't forget to get your HVAC biannual service scheduled. Here are a list of contractors that I recommend in your area. Something like that. A good touch point just to use something that's, we're all experiencing to keep in touch with your clients. But what I wanted to talk to you about today really is just a couple of security things to help protect yourself. By now, you have probably heard of the scams that go on with vacant lots, and these scammers call agents wanting to sell their lot. They impersonate the landowner. They want a quick cash sale, funds wired, but they refuse an in-person meeting. They refuse Zoom meetings. They really just refuse anything whereby an agent could visually see this person, and they will only communicate via email or text. If you are getting that, I would say thanks, but no thanks immediately. Look up the true property owner and let those people know. That is something that is going on not just in Georgia, but all over the nation, and has become quite a problem. So just be on the lookout for that if you are dealing with vacant land listings. Another one going around, this will affect obviously listing agents with any type of listings, but people will text or email and reach out and say that they are interested in your listing at XYZ Main Street. I would like to get more information. And so you'll say, okay, I'm happy to answer any questions that you have, lay it on me kind of thing. They will then say, well, my husband wants to be in the conversation, or my wife wants to be in the conversation and want to set up a Zoom call. Now, before you go clicking into any Zoom calls, please know that this is likely just a gigantic scam. It's a phishing scam to gather your personal data via this Zoom link. So if you are getting any types of those requests, I would highly encourage you to go into the forewarn feature in Georgia MLS and look up the phone number. And if it's not registered to anybody, or if it's got a litany of names attached to it, I would just pass right on by. I have had this happen to me recently, whereby somebody was asking about one of my listings. I responded, how can I help you? The whole scenario that I just explained happened, and I said, thank you, have a good day. And they kept going, and I finally had to block the number. It was a complete scam. So just be on the lookout for that one too, to make sure that you aren't getting any of your personal data stolen. It probably goes without saying by now that you need to be verifying someone's identity if you are meeting them as a stranger at any of your listings. Do not hesitate to ask for somebody's identification and verify their phone number in the forewarn system. That's why these things are in place, to help protect you. So don't ever feel awkward or feel like you are being unprofessional or inappropriate by asking for somebody's ID. Another one I have recently heard of has to do with QR codes. So I am somebody that uses QR codes on flyers inside the house. I know some agents will put QR codes outside near their signs, or even on their signs with magnets or stickers or whatever. I have heard of people printing fake QR codes and placing them over yours. So if you do use that feature, particularly outside, please make sure to every week or whatever, swing by your listings and scan those QR codes and making sure they're going to the right spot. And of course, an oldie but a goodie, wire fraud. Please, please, please make sure that you are educating your clients about wire fraud, scams that come through email that look completely legit. Make sure to tell your clients to call their closing attorney and verify those wire instructions. I typically tell my clients to Google the attorney and find the phone number. Do not call any number that you see in somebody's email signature, because these hackers are very good at impersonating other people's emails. So please just make sure that you are on the lookout for your clients and that you are educating them about wire fraud as well, because it does happen, and it is scary and sad that it does, but it's something that's rampant in our industry. This week, I want you to spend 10 minutes doing a quick business safety audit on yourself. Check your email passwords and update them if you need to. Make sure your two-factor authentication is turned on. We are very susceptible to scams in our business, so make sure that you are protecting yourself. Another thing that you may want to do is just review your own showing procedures. So what are you doing to keep yourself safe and away from the crazy that is out there? And also just make sure that your emergency contacts in your phone are up to date. The goal obviously is not to be afraid of anything. It's just to be prepared so that you are protected. So I hope that you have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Bye.